Michigan Stadium. There are inflection points throughout the season, and this will be one of them for both of these squads in this top 5 showdown. It's the Indiana Hoosiers and the Michigan Wolverines. Alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I am Reese Davis. Holly Rose down on the sidelines. We say hello to Holly.
Guys, checking in with the Wolverines head coach before the game. He understands the importance of this game as a separator in the conference standings. With both teams undefeated, some games under their belt, this will be a great test for his team to see if they are on track to make it to the conference championship. He wants their total focus, their total composure, and their total attention today in this crucial conference matchup. Back to you guys.
Thank you, Holly. Really looking forward to this matchup. And the Hoosiers ready to kick it away first. Coming out with it, it's Chambers. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. So Michigan's offense will have first crack at this one. Jordan Marshall, big day in his last game. Over 150 yards on the ground and a score.
I got to tell you, I've been really impressed watching this team, and specifically the offense now during this win streak. And the biggest thing has been the running back and their ability toting the football. Physical, they're able to stay ahead of the sticks. Defenses just get worn down because of this guy and his physical style running the football, and I expect to see a little bit of that again today.
He couldn't get it to the corner as this defense opening things up with a big play.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
Here's Bryce Underwood to throw. Punts it out of the air. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
Great job by the defense winning those early downs. Now you get them in a predictable situation. 3rd and long. You bring in more DBs, more speed, more fun blitz packages. Get to have a little fun, go get the quarterback.
Underwood from the gun on 3rd down. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
Well, they try to throw for it there on 3rd down on the opening drive of the game. They don't get it, but let's punt the ball away. Let's trust our defense. And, guys, let's also trust this home field advantage and the crowd to get loud and make it real difficult on our opponent.
So Indiana's offense will come out to go on the attack for the first time. And here comes Josh Hoover. Man, he was razor sharp last time out. Completed better than 70% of his passes, throwing for 200-plus yards.
Yeah, and you know, when we talk to the coaching staff, they just sort of say, hey, we're going to go as our quarterback goes. And they're on a nice little win streak right now. And the biggest reason why is because the play of the guy behind center. He has been lights out throwing it. He's been making big plays, keeping the offense on rhythm and avoiding the turnovers. That's all been critical. He keeps playing like this, they're going to keep winning games.
Looking to pass. It's Hoover. Fires to the big fella. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. The Hoosiers want to crank the tempo. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Wide open downfield. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33. And the Hoosiers will snap it on 1st and 10. Looking for room. It's Beebe. Got enough for the 1st. And the defense finally makes the stop after the sweet run and good gain. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. They're working that left side. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line. The crowd getting behind this defense as they try to get a stop in the red zone. Back to pass. Receiver wasn't ready for the throw. Incomplete.
Well, no secret, this guy was a big part of their key to success. Already 2 catches on the opening drive, and they go back to him again. This time the defense is in better position, and they force the incompletion.
Working that left side now. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be first and goal.
So nice when you're an offense and you get in these third and shorts and you know the defense has to be aggressive, has to commit guys up front, especially in the red zone area. Nice job by this offense, slipping in the pass, getting rid of the football, setting up a first and goal.
Headed outside for the line. It's Beebe. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And wow, the defense was in there quick, fast, and in a hurry and shut that run game down. Like, they were ready for that. Second down now. A little more space for the offense. Backed up. A little more room to operate and try to maybe find some windows to throw a football.
It's third and goal and third and long. To the air. It's Hoover. Oh, they're after him. He's sacked. This defense all over him.
And they get to the quarterback and get the sack. That's a big emphasis for this defense. They saw a week ago this offense gave up 3 sacks. They need to get to him early and often and create some indecision. Nice job getting a sack early in this football game.
I'll tell you, this is not an easy place to play on the road, especially at nighttime. This crowd, they get loud. That's the way it's been so far, but they have a nice drive to open it up. They're able to execute, to put themselves in field goal range, knock it through the uprights. They did exactly what they needed to do, taking a 3-0 lead here early on the road. That's impressive.
And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, and to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. They've got the big fellas out there, a 3 tight end look on 1st and 10. Crosses the 35. Turns it on in midfield. Flying down the left side. Pass to Tech. Touchdown, Wolverines. Into the end zone with a breakaway score.
That's a nice job by the offense there in their second drive. I know in the opening possession you go 3 and out, you're scratching your head. It didn't obviously go the way you wanted to, but a good job of sort of collecting yourselves, going through the next couple play calls, and making sure everybody's back on the same page. We saw this offense, David, on this drive really be in sync and finally find the rhythm.
You got to like the answers, right? Like sometimes you come out, sometimes you're situated and you're ready to rock and roll and it comes out hot. Sometimes it doesn't, but I like the response. Their defense does their job, gets them the football back. They come out, execute. Nice job getting on the scoreboard.
Got it in the middle, it's shot. And he's able to shed 1 tackle and gets a pretty good pickup. All right, guys, let's talk a little Indiana. And what a challenge this is going to be for both teams, both with unblemished records, both sitting atop the conference, and both eager to square off against each other.
And what I think makes this one more fun is that it's not just the 2 top teams in the conference. These might be 2 of the better teams in the entire country. These 2 teams might make the college football playoff. Lots of football out ahead, but this is a matchup. Regardless of whether you're a fan of these teams,
fires into traffic, picked off. Using his legs, it's Marshall. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going, handing the ball.
They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
That's a good job by the drag route there, understanding its zone coverage. So instead of continuing to run across the field, he settles down into an open spot, making it easy for his quarterback.
Bryce Underwood from the gun on 3rd down. And it's incomplete despite some serious arm strength shown there.
Well, this is a disappointing drive for the offense, considering where this drive started in their opponent territory. Now you're 4th and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
And the Wolverines line up to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. The ball hits at the 5, and it'll go into the end zone for a touchback. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Looking for a man. It's Hoover. Under fire. Got his man on the right. Give him 9 on that one. Sets up a 2nd and 1. The Hoosiers in the hurry up. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Richard. There's a crease. He'll pick up a few on the play, just enough for the first down. They'll mark it right at midfield. And the Hoosiers come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going.
What a phenomenal job in the open field, breaking off the long run, and they're not going to just take their time and huddle up to get the next play called. They're right back at the line of scrimmage, going tempo.
The Hoosiers have it with a 1st and 10.
Come on, defense, what are we doing? I mean, you can't miss this guy. He's like literally the biggest dude on the field. That time, completely wide open. That's way too easy for the offense. He caught the football. There was nobody even near him. Someone on defense has to locate this guy. They've got to communicate to each other if they're passing off in coverage. You can't let that guy be that wide open.
Down to the 12-yard line. It's 1st down. The give on the option. They'll wrestle him down at the 4-yard line after that run. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone. Is still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. Gives it on the option. Touchdown, Indiana! Great job by the back on the option. Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and, slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
So the offense, more than happy with the result of the play, will decline the penalty. So 1st down here as they go back to work. Leaves it with the back. And just wedges it ahead a bit before he's brought down. You reach this portion of the season, in games like this, top 5 showdown can really energize you, not to mention helping your playoff positioning down the road.
Yes, you can. You can make these big statement games. And these fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved when I'm on defense because it messes with the snap count. It messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
Big noise, big house, trying to rile up this Michigan defense on 3rd down. Bring in the heat. Ready to crank things up. What a way to start this drive with a 1st and goal from the 6. And the fumble recovery sets up this offense with a great opportunity to cash it in for points. He's going to lose a yard on that one. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. The run up the middle, trying to power to the goal line. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
It's looking like they're going to have to try to throw this one into the end zone here on 3rd down, David. Quarterback's got to be careful. Can't get greedy because you know these windows, they close fast.
Extremely tight windows. Find your big-bodied guys.
And it'll be intercepted in the end zone.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with this decision.
Wolverines offense heads out, ready to go on the attack. They put it on the ground last time they had it. Got to take care of it this time, David.
And
Breaks into the open. Nice pickup on the ground there. They'll move the sticks with the 1st down. That's just an obvious face mask penalty there. No way you're getting away with it. Got to keep your composure there. The offense comes back out with a new set of downs after the penalty. grabbed behind the line. It's Marshall. Crosses the 30. He's got a lane. Rolls inside the 30 and out of bounds at the 29, and now they're threatening.
And we've seen him do it by land, right? They've been handing him the football, and he's been finding space, making some plays, and now he does it by air. They find him, throw him the football, proving to be a dual threat. This is a guy they like to feature in this offense because he'll continue to make big plays.
And his throw is incomplete. Let's take a minute to talk about Michigan. This is exactly how you want to start conference play. Early in the race for sure, but precisely the type of foundation you need to set.
And this is really the meat on the bone in the schedule, right? A lot of teams have out-of-conference games early in the season, but now is where it matters the most. You talk to any coach, they'll tell you, David, number one on the goal sheet is to win your conference.
And I think it's so hard because of the familiarity. You play these same teams every single year. You know them inside and out. They know your scheme, you know their scheme, and sometimes the momentum of the moment can be tough, so got to continue to play well within the conference.
And with that run, he goes over 100 yards. We knew coming into this game tonight they wanted to force-feed him the football. They knew to win the game, they were going to have to establish the running game and be the more physical team in the trenches. You turn around and give this guy the ball, good things generally happen, and we've seen that over the course of this game.
First down and goal, I bet you the percentages are really high for run, and this defense was ready for it. They got to match the physicality right here, right now in this situation.
And they'll send 5 wide receivers out, maybe creating some room for the quarterback. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Michigan!
This is like having an extra running back in your backfield. This quarterback is magic. When he decides to keep the football, he can make people look absolutely silly. He shows you on that play.
And they pick up the extra point. Kicker knocked it right down the middle. What kind of field position can he help them with on the return? Good job by the coverage unit to stop the return man. Let's see what Holly Rowe has for us on the sideline.
Hey guys, checking in from the Indiana sideline. There is a lot of conversation happening about better communication. This crowd is making it so difficult, already creating several turnovers early in this game. The defense is feeding off it, the crowd is feeding off it, and they've got their backs against the wall in a hostile environment. They've got to clean it up here to keep alive in this game. Back to you.
Okay, Holly. You'll go out of bounds at the 28-yard line, and deep in your own end, you need plays like that.
And I think great offenses find a way to get their playmakers the football in space. Nice job designing the wheel route. It's good versus man. It's good versus zone. Nice route. Nice catch by the running back.
The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage.
Well, give the defense credit on that one because they knew coming into this one that they were going to try to get this receiver the ball in a variety of ways. They were ready for the screen there, and they create a negative play.
They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. Before this third down play, they're going to take a moment to think it over and call a timeout. They'll take a moment to gather their thoughts and put together a plan for this third down play. It'll be third and short from their own 33. To the air, it's Hoover. Fires to the wideout. Got his man to the left. Across the 50 and down and out of bounds at the 44. A good pickup on that one. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you...
Makes the grab in their space. All the way down to the 25-yard line. They move the sticks. It's first down. The Hoosiers come to the line with a new set of downs. Snap it to the back. Gain of about 4 sets up a 2nd and 6.
And those body blows really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs.
And here's the third interception of the night. Takes it the other way. He's at the 40. He's at the 20. Touchdown, Wolverines. The defense takes matters into its own hands.
And that's one the quarterback would love to have back. At this point of the game, it's tight on the scoreboard. If that guy's not open, nothing's there. You got to throw that thing away, or you got to tuck it and run, take a sack, live to play another down. That's a decision the quarterback wishes he had back.
Yeah, because you're so frustrated because you're in a position to get points. And, right, when you start getting down there, Palmer, they talk to you all the time. Don't give away points. Make sure you're smart with the football. Don't try to do too much. He tries to do too much. He pays for it, and the defense takes it all the way back to the end zone.
And he tags on the extra point. Fielded in the end zone, it's Morris. Tackled and brought down at the 16-yard line after the return. Indiana comes out ready to get this drive underway. This late in the half, you're behind. You'd love to create something before the break to build momentum, Jesse.
But you've also had some miscues on offense, a big part of why you're losing the game right now. I'd take it into halftime, make my adjustments, and come out ready in the second half.
Yeah, I'm going to take it into halftime too, Palmer, but I'm trying to put some points up right here. Be aggressive, set the tone, be like, hey, listen, this is what you're going to get in the second half, so find something really quickly you can go to.
Looking downfield, it's Hoover. Unloads to the wideout. Makes the catch. It's Preston. Now timeout taken by Indiana. That's their second. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
Here's the pressure. They've got him. Great pressure on this defense. Timeout taken by the Hoosiers. They cannot stop the clock again. And they won't be able to stop the clock again for the remainder of this half. Back to throw, time running short in the half. Oh, he's going to take a shot at the DB. Makes a deep grab. He'll go out of bounds inside the 40. They'll mark it at the 39.
Well, this offense told us coming in they were going to challenge this secondary early and often. They were going to use their speed to their advantage and take advantage of this quarterback's touch and arm talent. And they already in the second quarter, they've got over 200 yards thrown.
To the air on first down. Here's the heat. And down he goes. The defense bringing the heat. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Everybody lined up, quickly snapped and spiked to stop the clock. Just enough time for one final play of the half. On third and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. Incomplete. They took a shot to wrap up the half and came up empty. And they head to the locker room. 2 quarters in the books, and time for us now to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football studio with scores from around the country.
Guys, kind of the unofficial halfway point of the season. Week 8 and another exciting update from the EA Sports desk. We start with a look in on BYU, taking on the number 17 team, the UCF Knights. And it's the Cougars with a statement victory here in a surprising result. Going into this game, they did not look like the better team. And this one gets them to 5 wins on the year, which isn't cause for a campus-wide celebration, but it's proof the coaching staff is getting through to this team.
Looks like he's going to try to return it. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Holly, what's the story as we start this second half?
The Hoosiers head coach told me at the half he absolutely knew this was going to be a dogfight here today. With both teams undefeated this late in the season, he understands the quality of this opponent. He told his guys in the locker room, we have to separate ourselves, and it starts now. I'll let you know how that develops here on the sidelines in the third quarter. Back to you.
Holly, thank you. Picks his way ahead, pick up of 3, and gets it to the 20-yard line.
And we knew the linebackers were the strength of this defense, but coming in the offense, man, they felt really good about their running back. And so far, man, it's been a fun matchup to watch, but advantage to these guys that have been filling gaps, scraping, getting to the football, making plays. This linebacker unit really held down this rushing attack that they usually hang their hat on.
Turns it loose. He's got it. They'll get it to the 48. No need to measure. It's a first down. And the Hoosiers want to pick up the tempo.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that third down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the first.
And this QB is dialed in. You've already seen the passing ability to...
And the ball is loose and live in the backfield. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover.
The more hats you have near the football, the more likely you are to cause a fumble. So many guys with their hands wrapped around guys. The ball's bound to pop out occasionally. And you got to be in the right place at the right...
Turning it on. Nice pick up there. Gets him the first down and sets him up at the 45-yard line.
And, man, this is more of the same for this dude toting the pill. Like, they keep giving it to him, and he keeps producing. Another chunk play. Like, I don't expect that they'll change much to do with this offense because every time they give it to him, he's chewing up some yards, and good things are happening.
Underwood. Pressure coming. Blasted as he lets it go. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening. They are dialed in on this drive. A couple of chunk plays, and now they'll snap it on first down. Dropping back, it's Underwood. Just missed on the connection, incomplete.
Well, the defense was obviously ready for that play. They've obviously been watching film. They know that that pass play is one of the bread and butter plays this offense has, so nice job defending it.
Makes the catch. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Michigan. They are seizing control and taking away hope as they push out the lead in this Week 8 showdown.
And you got to love seeing that if you're the head coach of this team, right? You always want to see your team start fast early in games and then also start fast at the beginning of the third quarter. You had a big lead. You take the ball right away here in the second half. You drive it down the field, and you score. This offense has been dialed in right from the get-go. It's been very impressive to watch.
The returner will field it and bring it back. He'll be brought down at the 22-yard line. Good coverage on that one. His return is stopped short of the 25. Let's check in quickly with Holly Rowe.
Hey guys, checking in from the Indiana sideline. I can see the coaches imploring their team right now. This has to be a turning point. Turning it over on that last drive, it could get out of hand if they don't make something happen right now. You see the coaches and play...
Oh, he's got some space. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's first down. The Hoosiers are in the hurry-up.
And that's a good sign for this offense, maybe finishing this football game. Maybe they can get that ground game going. They've tried. They just haven't had a lot of success. Made them very one-dimensional. Nice to see them run the football with some efficiency later in this game.
Couldn't hang on to that one. This defense has already picked off 3 passes, almost had the 4th. It'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Off play action. That's caught. It's Marsh. Could not make his way to the corner. Big noise in the big house with this huge third down play. Delayed handoff. It's Richard. Picks up just a few before he's brought down. Not really willing to take a risk there on third and long. And the Hoosiers will bring the punt team onto the field. Gets his first one of the day off. He was called on 4 times in last week's win. Deep in his own territory as he reels in that punt. And the punt team gets down there and gets the return man on the ground. Let's check in with Holly Rowe.
Guys, here on the Michigan sideline, there is so much energy down here on the sideline. This running back has been on fire. They expected a big performance from him today, and he has delivered. Just going over 100
solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Back to the ground with the running back. Stopped at about the 25-yard line, but it'll be a first down.
These RPO runs, they're like body blows. I like them because it just sort of chips away at a defense. You'll take these kind of gains all game long. You keep running the football this way, you're going to keep moving the sticks. You're going to keep driving this defense back, so keep at it with the RPO game.
8-yard pickup on first down leaves them with 2nd and short. Here's Underwood to throw. Makes the grab. Gets it to the 42-yard line, and that's a first down.
Defense, what are we doing? How are you going to let that guy, one of the best receivers in the entire country, be wide open like that? You're just making it way too easy for the offense.
And the defense makes the stop after a minimal gain.
The defense wins that one, and the offensive line was challenged by their coaching staff coming into this game to try and get push up front and establish the line of scrimmage. They're going to have to do a better job running than that if they're going to win this one.
And again, finds nowhere to run. Maybe got it back to the line of scrimmage this time.
This defense obviously knows they've got to be able to stop the run if they're going to win this football game. And you wonder if they've been able to make some tweaks and adjustments to try and take this running back away.
To throw, it's Underwood. A little release to the back. Hit and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. And the Wolverines will send out the punt unit. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. Just needs a crack to get a return. Couldn't get away from that cover team, and they've got him down at the 23. Opening play of this drive will come from their own 23. Stopped after a gain of 4 out to the 28. The Hoosiers racing to the line in the hurry-up.
The offense has a little bit of success on the ground, and they're up. Look at them. They're ready to go again. Back on the line of scrimmage, ready to run another play.
Got a man. It's Morris. They've got it out to the 34 after getting 5 there. Trying to get outside on the jet sweep. Some hard running there, but just too many defenders as he stopped for a loss. Couldn't get him blocked on that last one. Now it's 2nd and 14. Motion from the back. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Got it behind the line. It's Richard. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one.
I like the play call on offense. I like you trying to get the running back involved in the pass game, too. Defense was ready for that one. Let's see what you got dialed up on 3rd.
On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20. And the Hoosiers will line up to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Makes the catch at the 30. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return. Gets a little bit of ground for the offense. Good field position here as they start this drive from their 43. Here's Bryce Underwood to throw. The sweet feet buy a little time. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover.
And the defense able to get pressure to the quarterback, and they've got everybody trying to swipe at the football, and the impact on the hit sometimes jars the ball loose. Great job with the pass rush, and a better job forcing a turnover.
Indiana sends the offense onto the field. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. Makes the catch along the sidelines and steps out of bounds. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Pulls it on the bootleg fake. Caught in the backfield. It's Beebe. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. They'll try to move the chains on the ground. How about that pursuit? They stop him right at the line of scrimmage, bringing up 4th down. Midway point in the season, and games like this one can have a big impact on the rankings from week to week as we see upsets happen and favorites continuing to flex muscle. One more period to go, and we'll see just how much fight they've got left in them. Down in the 4th quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on 4th down. Needs it to keep this drive alive. There's some room, and he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Indiana!
Wow, this offense, they have a lot of faith in this running back. Knowing if they get down into this area of the field, he can get it done, and he can answer the bell. 2 rushing touchdowns already for this offense.
And they did tack on that extra point without any adventure. Here he comes with the return. And he'll be stopped. The return gets it out across the 25, stopped at the 26. The Michigan offense heads out to get this drive started. That last score the defense allowed made it a 1-possession game, and there is plenty of pressure to have a productive drive here. 3 tight ends in the formation on 1st and 10. Runs through the tackle. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
And with the lead late in this football game, I expect to see more of this from this offense. And what am I telling my running back, who's already put the ball on the ground once today? 2 hands on the football. We're not fighting for all this extra yardage. Like, protect the football. We cannot put that thing on the deck.
Knew where he wanted to go with it, but couldn't find his target. It's incomplete.
Yeah, and sometimes the coverage is just great. And as a quarterback, you throw the football away or don't try to force it too tight into a window, and you just say, hey, defense won that rep. Good coverage.
3rd down conversion's always a huge stat, and they've got a 3rd and long from the 27. It's complete. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. The Wolverines come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Running inside, it's Marshall.
Well, you got to think in his mind right now, ball security is at a premium, right? He's had a problem with that earlier in this game, but with the lead now late in the game, yards aren't as important as taking care of the football. I think he's doing a better job of that now late.
He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the 1st down.
The linebacker was not fooled at all. He read his keys. He saw the running back release out of the backfield. He's got some speed and wheels himself to run with him. And, yeah, the running back made the catch, but he went right down to the ground. Really nice job that time by the linebacker.
Underwood in the gun on 3rd down. Makes the catch, and he's free. That'll be enough for the 1st down as they stop him at the 43-yard line.
And you just get the feeling that this defense has to find a way to get off the field and get the football back at this juncture of the game, trailing late if they're going to win.
Catch in the middle, it's Marshall. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there.
And nice job by the defense staying glued to him. Getting him on the ground as soon as he catches the football. Knowing he's a threat, I'm not going to let this guy get out of my sights. Nice job by the D.
And he doesn't find much running room, a short gain on the play.
As a defensive guy now, you're always zoomed in on the quarterback. I mean, these guys, whether they're throwing the football or running it, at least they have the football in their hands every time. You know where they're going to be. You focus in. The defense locked and loaded, understand what they were trying to accomplish, doing a good job getting to the quarterback, and then make those physical hits count. Finish those tackles with aggressive hits. Make that quarterback feel you for a whole length of a game.
Both these teams unbeaten in conference play, and the shape of the race will unfold here in the final moments. Really nice job to convert that 3rd down, and they've got it at the 33. And
they get another first down, and this offense right now, man, it's just death by 1,000 cuts, right? Like, not a lot of big plays, but they're finding ways to continue to move the football to get first downs, and a lot of times, man, the wear-out factor will come. You run a bunch of plays, and this defense can get tired.
Both of these teams off to perfect starts in conference play, and one trying to stay atop the heap. Trying to pound their way forward. He picks up a couple to the 31.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead. The offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football, so he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
He'll try it again. Wrestled down at the 26. It's a gain of 4.
Well, this offense thinks that they have enough left in the tank here to run the football and run all the time off the clock. They got the lead late. Didn't get the first down on that last one, but it's not going to surprise anybody if they turn around and hand it off again here.
They'll try to pick it up on the ground. Maybe some room here. They'll get him on the ground, but he takes it all the way down to the 10. Timeout called here on defense, so they'll have a couple remaining in addition to the 2-minute stoppage to try to maximize time and get the football back. And the Wolverines back to the line on first down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone. So they'll use a timeout here. One more remaining, and of course the 2-minute stoppage coming up as well. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. So they were getting up against the play clock, and they don't want the penalty. They'll take the timeout here. They still have a couple of timeouts to work with in this final quarter. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Gets the back moving. Give to the fullback. Could not find a hole. This defense clogging up everything. It's third and goal. They'll use a timeout on defense here. That's their final one. The clock stops just once more at the 2-minute mark. Third and long, and they'll need to get it close to the goal line to convert. He did everything he could to find enough running room, but he'll be stopped about 3 yards short of the first down marker. It's fourth down. And now on fourth down, they will put it on the shoulders of the kicker to save them with his foot. Smashes it between the uprights. And they'll push that lead out a little further.
And 3 more on the board, and this kicker is starting to get a reputation starting off the season. Hasn't missed yet. Nice to have a guy that you can really, really depend on.
He'll start the return inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Let's go down to the sideline and Holly Rowe.
Hey guys, checking in from the Indiana sideline. I can see a lot happening with their running back. He has turned it over here in this game, and they are down. They need him to be a little bit better with their ball security. I have seen some coaches go over there, have him put the football in, kind of try to knock it out, get him back to a confident state of mind. He's out there right now. We'll see if they can rely on him down the stretch. Back to you.
Thanks, Holly. Let's see what they've got on second down. Back to throw, it's Hoover. The short hands, it's Marsh. There he goes. He goes out of bounds, maybe a step shy of the 40. They're going to mark it at the 39, and a really nice pickup there. They'll snap it from the 39, first and 10. Wants to throw it again. Missed receiver there, it's incomplete.
And sometimes you see great shooters, and they get on fire, and they just can't miss. And that's what this QB looks like the last couple of weeks, man. Just completion percentage through the roof, running the offense at an elite level. You can tell in complete control of this offense.
Pocket breaking down. Got him for the sack. This defense turning up the intensity. They'll hurry to the line with the clock still running. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. That defense got gashed, but they finally get him to the turf at the 47. It's a first down. They'll stop the clock to reset the chains. Offense up tempo.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on 3rd down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
And the Hoosiers will hustle to the line.
This is an offense that has skill, and they've got speed, and because of that, this defense, they can't lull themselves to sleep. They've got a big lead here late, but they've now given up back-to-back big plays. They got to put the clamps down.
Gets out of bounds after the big play, and they'll be set up in business with a 1st and goal.
Well, this offense has a ton of work left ahead of them here in this 2-minute situation late in the game, but the drive off to a good start. You get the 1st down, you get out of bounds, you're working the perimeter of the field. That is exactly what you want to do.
The Hoosiers trying to pay off the threat on 1st and goal. Looking for a man. It's Hoover. Looking to get it in. Crisp execution in the passing game, and they've got it down to the 3. Clock's running, and they'll try to get to the line. Warp speed for 2nd down. Fires into the end zone. And this is caught for a touchdown. So hold on just a minute. We might have a finish here.
If we had any chance to make this happen, we had to score with a little bit of time on the clock. Now we need a miracle. Now we need to kick the onside, get an onside kick, and somehow, some way, make a big play.
And it's up and good as they draw just a touch closer. So it's an 80-yard drive. The clock is just inside 50 seconds to play. If they don't recover the onside kick, this one is all but over.
And you're just waiting for that right bounce, that right skip for that ball to get 10 yards to try to make something happen and make a miracle come to fruition. And, Palmer, it's not going to happen. The defense's hands team, they were ready, they were dialed in, and they get the football back.
Yeah, they fall on that one, David, and they can breathe a little bit easier now. But let's be honest, I mean, in college football, we've seen crazier things happen in